Afternoon, everyone. It's another dull day in London, but there's just because we're overclouded doesn't mean that there's no room for excitement. It's Tuesday, it's 5 p.m., and it's another edition of First Play. Yes, I'm not Dave Rankin. Sorry, Dave couldn't be with us here today, but we do have absolutely two phenomenal artists with an amazing single that's just about to drop. We've got Tina Ardor and Moish Music all the way from Kenya and South Africa. Let's welcome them to the stream. Hi guys, it's nice to see
Hello,
you.
nice to see
Good
you
day, how
too.
are you?
Very well, thank you. Even better for seeing you two guys.
Awesome.
Uga, brand new single. It's getting ready to drop. And I'd just like to start with a little bit of background about both of you. So who would like to start first?
Tina, ladies first.
Ladies first?
Well, all right, thank you. So for guys who are watching, my name is Tina Ardor, and I am a singer and a songwriter based out of Nairobi, Kenya, East Africa. For those who have no idea where that is, yeah, and I'm a singer, and I'm the singer on this track that we're dropping this week. Yeah.
Moish? Who's Moish
Okay,
Music?
okay. Yes, hi everyone. I'm Moish. My real name is Ishmael. So I'm based in South Africa, in Limpopo. That's where I was born. But right now I'm in Johannesburg. So I've been making music since 2011. So yeah, that's a bit of me.
So before we get into the current single, Moish, you know, you've been making music since 2011. You have your own label, Moish Records, is that right? Um,
Yes, correct.
and as well as making Afrohouse, you have a background in deep house. So your journey to Afro, um, what was it? You know, because Luna, you were in a group before. So who was the
Yes, yes,
group?
Luna
And
Fox.
so from Luna Folks to and Deep House to Moish
Mm,
and Afro House.
Afro
How
House.
what's
Okay.
what's the route?
Basically, since I started making music, I've been trying to find myself. So I started producing deep house. Then I was also making a bit of Afro House on the side, but I was not pushing the content.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, along the way, while I was making music, I have realized that I'm very good on the Afro House side, basically. And then, not to say I was not good in deep house. Maybe I enjoyed making Afro house more than deep house. So basically, that's how everything changed from deep house to Afro house.
Right. And Tina, the singer songwriter, starting from very young. When did the recording bug get you? Because you've worked with some absolutely phenomenal producers. St. Evo to name one. Um, how did that? What was your journey into house music? Were you always singing house music from a young age, or were your roots in traditional R&B, hip hop?
Well, I only started recording officially in 2017, I think.
Okay.
That's when I got into studio and said, recorded and put out my first song. And I guess this is not something you hear often. I got straight into Afrohouse.
Oh wow.
Straight.
Yes.
From, yeah. I did not cut corners. I did not go to R&B. What? I was like straight into Afrohouse.
So
So,
were
and I've
you
been doing Afrohouse
always
since then.
wow? Oh, that's amazing. See, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. So do you listen to other types of house when you go raving? Is it deep house, a little bit of deep house, some garage, Chicago?
I do listen to a variety of other genres, but also
Mm-hmm.
Afro House. I listen to Amapiano. Like Amapiano is really doing some good stuff to me right now. Deep House is amazing. I find myself loving Deep House to some level. Like personally, I'll just sit on my own and listen to deep house, I'm just like, damn, this thing is
Love
good.
that.
Soulful house. I
Okay.
apparently have been described that I have a bit of soul in my way of singing, sort of. So yes, I love especially as a creator right now. It's something that I enjoy doing because you get a lot of yeah. I do listen to other genres of house.
Yes. I think our connection's a little bit dicey. So if I might ask you to repeat something if we lose the sound a little bit. So I might come back and ask you to repeat something.
No
So
problem.
Okay.
Olga, so it's two very different journeys to house music. One always been in house music. I love that. So how do you two meet? How did this collaboration come about?
Moish, you want to take that one or?
Okay.
Who wants?
Okay. First time I hear Tina singing was on a song she made with is it Native Tribe? The
Okay.
one the Africa Deep made a remix on.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with that song. It was part of my set. Almost everywhere I go, I used to play that song. And basically, I could hear a very powerful, talented vocalist on that song. So first time I sent Tina an email, but she never responded. And then there was a time where she featured my song on her Traxos Top 10. And then I went on Instagram and then I spoke to her and then we exchanged emails and then we started talking. Then that's how we end up working together.
That's
So yeah.
amazing. And so once you've decided, so you've got the email after you've ignored his first email. So you see the second one, and what was it that made you decide, Tina, that this was it? Was it the beat? Was it something that Moish said? Did he really just be like, yeah, I need you to do this, and send you one beat that you were like, boy, I can't refuse that? What was it?
Well, as he said, the first time we connected was via email. I had seen the email, but the problem with with that email, I had seen so many weird people talk with different weird names of labels emailing me, and they didn't make sense. They were mostly promoting their product. So I was a bit skeptical. I was like, let me just hold up to this email. But when I charted his song, that's when I was like, okay, first of all, this Moish actually does exist. Okay, cool. And I love the song. So when he automatically just sent me a song for collaboration, I listened to the beat and I was like, this is perfect. I love it.
Okay.
It was just love at first sight on the beat, and so it was natural. Everything else was organic.
So that's what I'm just. So that organic process.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little? What comes first? Is it the melody, the lyrics? So you get this beat, you're in love with this beat. It kind of grabs you right where it needs to. So are you sort of playing around with melodies, or is it words that come first?
Definitely melodies. I think many songwriters, that's the first thing that comes. So the first thing that it's let me call it rhythm. It's a rhythm that comes. So depending on what you're listening to, or what I was listening to at the time,
Mm-hmm.
whatever words or whatever word that is at the top of my mind, even if it's toothbrush, I'll just, as long as there's that rhythm that I'm creating with this word in my head,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
then I know for sure. Even if, okay, like I said, even if I'm creating a word like, okay, this is a stupid one, toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
If toothbrush has created a rhythm, just the word itself has created a rhythm, but it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna look for a word that has the same rhythm as that one, which is
Oh,
what happened
okay.
with this
Right.
song.
Uh
So
huh.
you find yourself singing whatever it is you're singing, but at the end of the day doesn't make sense at all. And then you want to maintain that rhythm, so you look for later. That's when you look for words that fit that rhythm.
Okay. So we've got our rhythm, we've got this fabulous beat. Now come the words. So the inspiration for Olga, what's the song about? What does it mean?
So Uga is written in my mother tongue, which is Kikuyu. This is a
Kikuyu?
local Kikuyu is my mother tongue.
Okay.
It's a tribe right here in Kenya. It's the biggest tribe in my country. Um, so I'm a multilingual enthusiast. So I find myself experimenting with different local languages.
Hmm.
I love the process. I love the cultures that come with it. So for this one, I'm not sure I can remember how I decided to sing in Kikuyu,
Hmm.
but it was probably part of the process, the natural instinct at the first time when I heard the song, and I was like, I think this one, actually, yeah. Normally, what inspires me or what makes me decide what language to sing in is the melody, is the flow of the song. So you listen to a song and it's deep house, sort of. You listen to one that is more soulful and sort of.
Hmm.
So for this one, I heard it was like deep house in a way, and then it has those keys in it. I was like, that makes it have soul, some soulfulness in it because of those keys.
Right.
Those keys really inspired me. And for me, most of the songs I've written in Kikuyu are have a bit more soulfulness in it. So this was one of them. And Uga means say,
Safe?
say like speak, say.
Oh, okay. Oh, say. Sorry. Say.
Yes, just say. Yeah. So Uga means say, and the song basically is say that you can. So it's an encouragement song whereby I am encouraged. I was in a very sad moment in my life at that point, and I'm not a motivational kind of writer. I don't write motivation stuff. Like it just doesn't get to me nicely.
Hmm.
But then I was like, I'm just not gonna be writing sad stuff all my life. So how about something with a bit more positivity and light,
Right.
So this was one of them, and I was like, I need to write a song that encourages. I was trying to encourage myself, to get out of that position that I was in. And the
Cool.
song is, you know, say can when you fall down, get up. Because the song when I begin the song, I open. I'm just like, say that
We
you
lost
can,
you. We
say
lost you a
that
little
you
bit. We
can.
lost you a little bit
So that's
there. If we could just backtrack, you was to that last point that you just made because the connection dropped a little. Sorry, Tina.
yeah. So as I was trying to, where did you lose me? Anyway, as I was saying, the song is a song where I'm talking about say that you can. It's a motivational song where I am encouraging whoever is in a dark space that after that darkness there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
If you fall, get up. That's what the song is. Say that you can. Say it.
Oh,
Say
that's
it. More
amazing.
like
So it's
in
fight.
today's world, you'd say exactly. In today's world, I guess you'd call that like affirmations to yourself.
That's cool.
Be
So
positive
Morris,
and everything, despite.
you get the vocals back. Hey, so you get these vocals, and the vocals are a powerhouse. You let rip. You let rip on this tune. So you get the vocals back, and what's your very, very, you put them on, what's your first response? What was your reaction once you got them back?
Well, I'm someone who has a very good ear in terms of music is concerned. So I could hear for the first time when she sent me the vocals,
Hmm.
that they were proper, they were very beautiful. and then I got more inspiration on the vocals because the beat that I sent at the first time, I actually changed the whole thing when I get the vocals through the inspiration of the vocals.
Okay.
So it was very exciting for me to work on her vocals because how powerful they were. So I was very happy
Properly.
about it. Yeah.
Properly. So now we've got this great song by two great, fabulous artists. Who put it away? Who decides where it goes? Who decides to shop it? You know, who says I've got links with this label? Because you've released on a number of labels, both of you, Moish, Pasqua, Tina. You've been on some seminal Afro house labels. So which of you said I know where to take this?
I took
The
the
boss.
decision. So basically, what's happening is that when I started making music, I was releasing under my own label. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've realized that it was not that stable enough to push me where I want to be.
Right.
So in 2019, I started sending my music to different type of labels like Pasqua Record, MoBlack, a whole lot of Afrohouse labels.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were rejecting my music.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, I was demotivated, but also motivated to say, you know what, even if they reject my music, one day they will sign one of my track. So Mo Black was one of the guys that I always send my music to, and then he always sent me an email back to say, no, I don't like this song. And for that day, I will feel very bad and whatsoever, but then I never gave up. So when I hear Uga, the vocals, and the inspiration I got from making the song, the only label that I thought of was MoBlack Records, and I never wasted any time to send to many labels. I just sent it straight to MoBlack, and then he loved the song when he first time heard the song. So I was very happy about that. Basically, it's one of the labels that I've been looking forward to release under, you know. So yeah.
And Tina, a Mo Black release, another for you. Well, you know, because I suppose out here in Europe, where sort of a particular style of Afro house music, Mo Black, is a seminal label. You know, Mo Black is probably one of the more successful independent labels now. You know, what does it mean to a vocalist to be on a label like Mo Black? It may not be a major, but it is an important label. What does it mean? Does it mean anything?
Of course it does. Of course it does. Mo Black is one of the pioneer, I'd say, in Afro House, especially. When I was getting into the scene, Mo Black was like the name. Like that's like one of the first names that I was exposed to
Okay.
when releasing internationally, and it's a label that I've respected since then because their music catalog is always straight fire, always straight fire. And so getting my name on their catalog is a big deal. And I am super, honored to have released under the imprint.
So release day is Friday.
Oh, yes, it is. Looking
Yes,
Yes.
release
forward.
day is this
Yes.
Friday. How
Yeah.
excited are the two of you, and what happens between now and release day? Have you got more
Noise.
Well,
interviews?
well,
What?
I'm very I'm very much excited about this release because I've been playing the song actually on my gigs.
Mm-hmm.
The song has been doing amazing stuff. Like the dance floor was going crazy on the song. Basically, I was launching the single on Saturday, the past
Okay.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So the response was very amazing. They were even singing along the chorus. It was amazing. So I'm looking forward to this release, basically. So yeah,
Good.
I'm very happy about this one.
Well, you definitely have our support. The single is absolutely fantastic. The first time I heard it, I was like, yes, we need to talk to these guys. This tune, this is a piece of quality. I'm actually really excited to hear what's next for the both of you. because Tina's last single, Mulange,
Mulange. Huh.
Mulange,
Yeah.
another
Yes.
powerhouse of a record.
Thank you.
Mirakumbe,
Mirakumbe
Mirakumbe,
Recordings.
yeah, absolute
Yeah. Doug
powerhouse of a
Gomez. Whoop
tune.
whoop. Shout out.
Yeah, big up to Doug, big up to
Yep.
Doug. So you've gone from one massive track to another. You are chalking up the hits real swiftly. Does that mean that we'll get to see you in Europe at some point?
Hallelujah. Amen. I declare, I receive it.
Send that out to the universe, because
Already
it's like
done, man. Universe, you have had.
the last couple of years, there's been like a few vocalists and producers that have really sort of been making their mark. You being one of the vocalists, and this sound that you're coming with for Uga, Moish, it feels as though this is the lane that you're now going to kind of firmly plant your feet into. So I'm assuming that we can expect a lot more of this hard hitting minimal Afro sound, because was that your intention? Because it is quite minimal in terms of the production. It's really soulful, but there's so much space in there. It gave Tina the room to kind of broaden, to stretch vocally. Is this the kind of style that we can expect from you moving forward? Because it's quite different to some of the other Afro House productions that you have. The drums are a lot
Um,
more syncopated.
well, basically, Uga is one of the style of music that I want to continue with.
Hmm.
However, there's music that I've produced before Uga,
Hmm.
and then the music will be coming out soon under DM recording, and Celsius Degrees Records, and then yeah. So basically, I thought Uga was gonna come out later on before the other stuff comes out, but then
Okay,
Uga is one of the style that I want to continue with going
right.
forth. It's basically one of my signature sound. Okay.
Nice. Just one. Oh wow! So we can expect some big things moving forward. So which is next? The DM Rex next? Because that's D
Yes.
Malice.
DM Records. Yes, Dimalize.
Is this another
And
vote? Is it a
then
vocal
what's the other one? Is
tune?
it Celsius? Yes, I've worked with a South African vocalist. I actually love the song. It's an Afrohouse song. It was also written in an African language, so
Okay.
it's a dope song. I signed quite few projects with DM Recording because I think he's the guy who gave me attention when I started sending my music to
Okay.
different kind of labels. I captured his attention basically, so he loved most of my music. So yeah.
Maximum respect to D Malice. Maximum respect to D Malice. Right, we've got a few comments here. Let's have a look. Some people are saying it's a great combination. Keep up the great work. Hey, love that. So your fans have elected to come through. So I hope that Moish, that for the next release you'll join us back here and you'll tell us about your new single just before it drops. And the same for you, Tina. Because for us over at Drums Radio, we want to open a channel that's especially there for you guys to share your work with the world. And one of the things for us is that it's about people getting to know who you guys are as artists and producers, which is one of the reasons why we set this up. Because out here, people know the music, but they don't necessarily know the artist. So yes, First Play is there for you guys to avail yourself of. It's been
Thank you.
wonderful meeting you both. Before we close up today, where can people if you're DJing anywhere out in South Africa, Moish, where can people find you? Are you playing out this weekend? What are your socials?
I'm not playing this weekend, so I'll be indoors making music. The gigs that I had was last week, so I'll be looking forward to any gigs that are coming through this month. So yeah, they can also find me on social media because I released some mixtape there and a movement called Pow Pow. Pow Pow is an annual event that I'm hosting. It's also sort of a podcast that I feature underground DJs, people's Afrohouse. So basically, it's one of the best movement that I look forward to as well.
Nice, love that. And Tina, where can people find you?
Well, I am on socials, Instagram, Tina Ardor, and Facebook as well. That's my page, Tina Ardor, and Twitter as well, Tina Ardor. And my music, you can check out my music on Tracksource, Spotify, and any other that is out there.
Hey,
Yeah,
so we like to call that all good digital outlets. Any other I think
yeah,
I
all,
might
all
have
of
to
them.
co-op that one. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the mystery one. You've been in conversation with Tina Ardor on Moish Music. This has been First Play. We can't wait to welcome you two back here. Oh, there's a question before we go. People are asking, can they expect a combined EP from the two of you? It seems like Uga has fans, and they're saying, yeah, can we get a full body of work, a 2 or 3 track EP from the guys? Is that possible?
Dun,
What are you
dun, dun,
saying?
dun.
Well,
Can we get that as I heard it here first on Drums Radio?
Ah,
well,
well,
Maybe.
everything is possible.
everything,
I like that
exactly,
answer.
everything is possible. Exactly.
Guys, you heard
Yeah.
it here first. Anything is possible. This is Drums Radio. We've been talking to Tina Ardor on Moish Music. It's been real,
Thank you so
guys.
much for having
Thank you.
us.
Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much.
Don't leave yet.
Thank
Don't
you.
leave yet. It's
Okay.
been great having you both here.
Okay. Are we done?
I don't know.